CBS 2 is always investigating, and we set out to solve a movie theater mystery a few months ago. It led to a full-blown investigation by the state over privacy concerns, and the drama has only intensified.
Not only did we hear from more upset customers, we also heard from the Illinois Secretary of State. CBS 2's Lauren Victory explains how our reporting sparked action.
A story about a movie date gone sideways popped into our CBS News Chicago inbox one day.
There was no way I was paying that fee.
Henry Villa was upset. He says he never saw the signs about penalties for unpaid parking at this Regal Cinemas on Western Avenue in Chicago. And yet, caught on camera is the car he shares with husband Matthew McNally. What could have cost them $4 to park ballooned to an $80 fine, then more.
They're saying the balance is due of $240.
McNally reads from the letter informing the couple they were sent to collections.
It was just like one of those things like I couldn't figure out for the life of me, even after reading the letter, like, where is this from?
Also confusing, why the notice for a Chicago garage was sent to McNally's mother's house in Evergreen Park. Mama McNally was not on their date, but some fancy technology was. ABM Parking Services, the operator of this garage, acknowledges using plate recognition enforcement cameras.
I get reading people's license plate numbers and looking for people with arrest warrants, but that information shouldn't be able to be used for parking tickets like this. Now they know what car I drive just because I parked in a parking garage.
It just felt very creepy.
Jake Pakula had a similar experience at the same theater. CBS News Chicago told you in this August story how a text from the garage operator went to his dad, David, even though it was Jake who drove to the movies and left without paying for parking.
What were some of the questions popping up in your mind?
First of all, how did they even know to get, how did they have my dad's phone number?
How is the garage matching license plates with people's cell phone numbers and addresses? Where are they getting private information? ABM Parking Services and its third-party vendors passed that question off to each other, but never answered it clearly, except to claim what they're doing is legal. Some customers aren't buying it, with more than 40 of them complaining on Yelp. Multiple reviews cite our previous investigation. How are they violating our privacy rights, this person wrote, upset over receiving a fine via text.
What was your reaction when you heard that that's what a parking garage in Chicago is doing?
Well, I think it's crazy.
Secretary of State Alexi Giannoulias says our report led his office to launch an investigation, one that the Illinois Attorney General's office is now involved with.
People across the state should be as outraged as I am, based on your important story bringing this to light.
In theory, we're told the main collectors of that info that could link a person to a license plate to an address are municipalities with city sticker programs, car dealerships, and the Secretary of State's office.
Most of the sharing of data is for important purposes.
We've learned the Secretary of State's office generates about $46 million a year by selling vehicle registration and driver data to more than 1,300 purchasers.
We share it with the court system, we share it with the state's attorney's offices.
Tow truck companies, insurance providers, several cities, and some collection agencies also have access, according to the CBS News Chicago public records request. Everyone who buys the data must sign an agreement like this that says in bold, information received shall not be made available to other persons, firms, corporations, partnerships, or entities without permission from the Secretary of State's office.
They're not allowed to share that with another party. And what they're doing is they're doing it anyways, what we're finding out.
None of the companies connected to the Chicago parking garage are approved to access state vehicle registration data. Giannoulias says websites that let you search plate numbers are most likely not authorized to have this info either. Who could be sharing private information they're not supposed to is one question. Another, how to prevent it from happening again.
What sort of action did our story prompt?
First of all, it made us work harder to go after these shared agreements and take a look at who's doing this unlawfully.
Giannoulias says our investigation also lit a fire underneath legislation his office was considering. He plans to file a bill in Springfield next month that will make it a crime to resell or share vehicle and driver information without authorization from the Secretary of State's office.
What we want to avoid, and what's important to me, is making sure that this private, personal information is not in the wrong hands.
Back to this smiling couple that wasn't happy with their unexpectedly expensive date.
So you're like They found my information.
I'm going to find theirs.
Villa says he called, texted, and emailed people working for the parking garage operator and finally got a hold of a higher-up to ask,
how are you getting this consumer data?
His fine was promptly canceled after that question. The bigger parking privacy mystery here, a sequel yet to come. Lauren Victory, CBS 2 News.
The three companies involved with the movie theater parking garage wouldn't tell us their source for personal information. We've asked for months. Investigators say they're not having much luck either. The Secretary of State's office says they have gotten little to no cooperation.